There is one masterpiece, the hexagonal cell, that touches perfection. No living creature, not even man, has achieved, in the center of his sphere, what the bee has achieved on their own. And were someone from another world to descend and ask of the earth, the most perfect creation of the logic of life, we should need to have offered the humble comb of honey. Maurice Maeterlinck, The Life of the Bee, 1924. Do you remember when the hole on the ozone layer decreased within the first few months when people were stuck home due to COVID? Nature never fails to surprise us. Not only nature provides us with food to eat, oxygen to breathe, water to drink, trees to shelter. Nature provides us with amazing living beings to keep the grand life cycle running. No matter what damage we do to nature, it never stops giving. The whole world is aware that wrongful human actions are the cause of the damage to nature, and soon enough, humans and all living beings will have to suffer the consequences. Yet, majority live clueless or careless, thinking that they are going to die in a few decades. Even if you belong to this majority or not, this is the perfect video to you to change the way of your attitude. Today you will learn from one of the smallest creatures on earth, bees. Bees are a huge inspiration for nature lovers especially, and they provide the best example of being selfless and serving for a bigger purpose that isn't even beneficial to them. Bees are hard workers. More than that, they are team workers. They have different tasks to complete daily, and they work together to accomplish one goal. They work without fighting or claiming in order to create that mesmerizing hives filled with delicious honey. Throughout our lives, we have had many incidents where we have to work with teams. At school, in university projects, club activities, group activities, or at offices. We meet different people with different talents and values. There are times that you feel belittled to do what you have been assigned. Sometimes you feel competitive and try to prove yourself than focusing on the task. When you are given a task, what you should focus on first is what you can do to finish it perfectly and learn from it even if it is a small skill. Whatever you learn in your life never goes in vain. Did you know that bees won't attack unless provoked? And they will not hesitate to attack to protect their queen, even if it costs their lives. Bees have poisonous sting, but if they were to attack with that sting, they might die by losing the sting. If there is a threat to the hive or to the bee queen, other bees have two choices. One is to fly away, and the other is to swarm together and attack. They would always get together and protect what they value. As humans, we have better thinking abilities. Even if someone provokes us, we should be patient and not lose our character. Yelling, fighting will not bring any good. Try and reason with them and try to understand their reasons. Be flexible and try to work things out. The hierarchy that bees have and their backup plans given by the nature is so advanced. When the queen dies, they will immediately replace the queen. If their hive is destroyed, they would immediately reunite, start rebuilding it. If it is completely destroyed, they wouldn't give up before joining another hive. They have plans and backup plans. So, even if all their honeycombs are taken away in seconds, they wouldn't simply give up or let go. Say you are an artist, and people love your art pieces. You work on a piece for months, and one day you wake up to see that it has been stolen or destroyed by someone. Would you start throwing a tantrum, curse to whomever did it, be depressed and holed up in a room? Or you have another choice, which is emotionally hard, yet it is the best action you can take to make that person feel shameful of their actions. You start over. You do better. You let go of the anger and smile genuinely and start to shine more. Have you noticed that these days people tend to not care or to act like they don't care because caring for someone else is a drag. They tend to find shortcuts or pass their work to others and take credit. When others see these actions, they naturally start to think, if they don't care, why should we? If they don't work hard, why should we? If they don't help, why should we? For some, this may seem like nothing, but in reality, we are losing our humanity. We are gradually losing the values of being human. You know that bees play a huge part in pollinating flowers and plants? In a beehive, there are different tasks for different bees. Mainly worker bees, or normally known as female bees, collect nectar and pollen for their hives. They transfer pollen from one flower to another. It allows the fertilization and reproduction of plants and trees, which gives us vegetable, fruits, and even good crops. What do you think will happen if they stopped working? The pollination process will be decreased, and plants will start to die or produce low amounts of fruit. Think how staff in a company works, and imagine you being one of them. If one or a few of the staff skip their work, the rest of the staff will be burdened by the task which they had to fulfill. In a company, you get paid to do your share of tasks, and it is your responsibility to fulfill them. Or the final outcome's quality will be bad. Then it will damage the company reputation, which will eventually affect you when company's profits get lower. The first thing you need to keep in your mind is that you cannot use other people's laziness as an excuse to not do your part. Whether it is cleaning the classroom, doing the dishes, doing your part in research, signing in the choir, packaging goods with a team. If you have the ability to do it, then don't hesitate and do it. Don't hesitate to lend your hand. Do your part. Help others to do their part when you can. Bees are small. They don't complain. Bees work throughout their lives. They don't stop. Bees have different tasks according to their genders, but they don't think of it as disgrace and complete their task. The result is the survival of plants and trees in the world. The result is the amazing honeycombs you taste and see. If we can put our thoughts aside and work together to achieve a goal, not only can we finish it fast, we can finish it successfully and perfectly. In life, it's all about the choices you make to do with your abilities. The right choice is usually hard, but the right choice will make you and everyone else happy. Be like bees and do your best regardless.